Oh my goodness. Morning, awesome morning. Wish you all the best of days. And thank you for coming back to Real Life Positive Prepper, Real Life Prepper, sorry. And if this is your first time, this is just a journey. Me and my family going from a urban setting to a rural setting, and it's taking some time. Taking a lot of time, actually. So, we got a lot to talk about this morning. We got some drive time. Um, yeah, because this is going to be interesting and incredible and just all of the above. So if you are brand new here, we've been on for about a year. We've gone through a few name changes. We used to be Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, and when we changed our name, we lost a bunch of subscribers, but we were already losing subscribers anyway. Now we're back on the uptrend, which is cool, and it's all good. It is what it is, and it's always gonna be what it's always gonna be. So thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for being here whenever and wherever you are watching. So let's get on topic. I watched this presidential debate last night, and I guess today is, let's see, for record purposes, this is September the 30th. So the debate was September 29th, last evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, which means, we had to stay up late in order to watch it. And it lasted all of an hour and a half. Actually, it felt like I didn't go to bed until like 11 something. So I don't know how 9 o'clock turned into 11 real quick. But anyway, I don't even know where to start. I really don't know where to start. I watched two men on TV last night, and I don't know if they were acting, being for real. If they, I truly, sincerely hope they were acting. I hope they was being paid to act out what they did last night, because I just couldn't believe. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing it, because I consider myself to be right now nonpartisan. I'm not leaning left or right or in between or whatever. I'm just looking at, and I'm trying to use adjectives that are not derogatory. I watched two men last night get on national televised television, and it probably was televised worldwide. And I watched two men look and act like, you've been working doubles? Oh, good for you, Martha. That's more money coming in. Good. So I watched two men look and act like they were 2 years old on TV. Did anybody else get that feeling? Did anybody else feel like that? I guess his name was Chris Matthews. I felt like he should have come out from behind the platform he was on, or the desk he was on, pull out his paddle like in grade school, turn both of them around and gave them gave them a paddling. That's the way I felt. I'm like, what in the world is going on right now? And it was the president that just kept talking over because I was really listening. I wanted to see what these two had to say for themselves, and I was listening, and the president just kept talking over Vice President Biden. Kept talking over to the point where you could tell, Joe Biden had gotten frustrated, and he started talking over Donald Trump. And I just think it's crazy. Okay, a debate is not supposed to be, it's supposed to be an argument. It's supposed to be, your views against my views, but golly, we can't hear both of y'all at the same time. And I feel so sorry for the moderator. I know a lot of people are giving Chris, I guess his name is Chris Matthews. I know a lot of people are giving him hell this morning and last night. But you got two of the most powerful, you got the most powerful man in the world in front of you, and you got someone who could be elected to be the most powerful man in the world. So there's only so much that you can do. I think he handled himself very well. How could you have done better? That's the question I have for you guys. How could anyone in that situation have done any better with these two men up there acting like they were 2 and 3 years old. I mean, I felt like I was watching, literally, I felt like I was watching a kindergartner, not even that old, preschool. I felt like I was watching a preschool teacher, and she had 2 really bad kids in her class. No, it's my turn to talk. It's my turn to talk. No, I'm gonna talk over you. You took my 10 seconds, and I'm gonna talk over you because I'm like, oh my God, and he kept saying, gentlemen, gentlemen, which normally that would calm people down. They'd be like, okay, let me get my wits about myself. Let me act more gentlemanly. Gentlemanly? Yeah, that's the right word I'm looking for. And I was like, wow. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe the Trump supporters are like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe the Biden supporters are like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, who won the debate? If you ask me, and this is just me looking from the outside in, because I don't have a dog in the fight, okay? I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I've gotten to the point I don't care anymore. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me. And I mean, and y'all, you guys that are watching, let me know, and those that are on replay, let me know how you felt about it. Let me know what in regardless of who you were rooting for or you're supporting, how did you feel about that debate last night? Did it help sway you to the other side? Did it solidify your candidate? Because I'm gonna tell you guys, the person who looked on television, now if you were listening on radio, it's probably totally different. And from the past, it was funny how I've seen some of the past debates, and they talked about how the candidate may look pale on camera, or the one person may be sweating, or something like that. That's just human nature, But I'm gonna tell you who talked to me last night, and the person who looked into the camera and talked to me, you don't want to vote, was Vice President Biden. He looked at the camera and he was talking to the American family. And I was like, wow. You don't normally get that. Normally they're talking back and screaming over each other. Well, last night they were screaming over each other, but there were parts in there where Joe Biden looked directly into the camera. And that's one thing I've learned by doing YouTube. When you look directly into the camera, people can feel you. They can see you. They can relate to you. I didn't see President Trump do that. I mean, he did it a couple times, but when the VP did it, I was like, wow. No matter who gets elected, I missed that. Dadgummit, I can't pull it back up. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I mean, regardless, you are so right. Regardless of who's in office, and that was another thing that I took away last night. Regardless of who's in office, we're screwed. I mean, we're just. And I started to title that. After the debate last night, I know the United States is screwed. I almost titled this live that, but I was like, nah, I do want to get some views on it, and I do want to get it monetized, because I know how YouTube is. YouTube would be like, you're being whatever, and they'll like do crazy, but it's all good. But yeah, that was one thing I took. Who looked more presidential last night? Let's take a poll real quick to you guys, and regardless of put your personal feelings aside and who you supporting. To you last night, who looked more presidential? I'm gonna say neither one of them. That's just me personally. But if I had to pick one of those two who looked more presidential, I say Joe Biden did. Has President Trump done some good things for the country? Yeah. Has he divided the country? I believe he has. Both did well. Okay, that's a good one. Kansas Terry said both did well. I mean, under the circumstances, it's just something about the lack of respect from one of the candidates that just bothers me, And then there was a time, of course the media's gonna blow this up. There was a time when it was like, you can denounce the separatists now and all that kind of stuff, and he was like, who do you want me to denounce? So I don't put any stock in that, because it is what it is, and folks are blowing up social media this morning. If you can't denounce white supremacy, then you're a racist. I don't put, because I think the president does things on purpose, just to wind certain groups up. I think he does it on purpose. I could be wrong, but I think he does it on purpose. I have read some of the policies of Joe Biden, and I'm like, I don't know how he's going to do it. He's trying to propose some kind of stimulus, I guess, where the average family is going to get an extra 14. I don't know if it's individually or as a family, but they're going to get an extra $14,000 a year. I'm like, I don't know how you're going to do that. But I mean, if you can just print money out of thin air, you can do anything you want to do. Right? Let me ask you guys this. If you were able to run your household the way the government runs the government, how would you be living? If you could just go in your basement and be like, oh yeah, I think I need, and see, for us, it wouldn't be trillions and trillions of dollars. It'd probably be like, let's just say hundreds of thousands. I am reading the Bob Woodard book. You're right. He deliberately makes people. Oh yeah, I definitely do that. We would be bankrupt. Okay, so if you could just go in your basement and be like, hey, Federal Reserve, I need $100,000 this week. You know, and you can just go spend that however you need it. I'm not even gonna say however you want it. However you need it, you can just go spend that $100,000. How many more times would you need to go to the Federal Reserve and get money printed if you were running your household the way the government runs the government? Because I'd be willing to bet my right arm. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be honest. But I'd be willing to bet my right arm that the average American family does not run their budget and finances the way the government runs finances. I'd just be willing to bet that. Now I may be wrong. You guys may have a way in your basement where you just go down there and you can print money or currencies, not money. It would never be enough. I mean, is there ever enough? You know, I don't know. I used to think that way, Martha, but I've changed in my older age now. I'm like, you know what? The less it's worth. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But I mean, if you were able, let's just say that you were able to go get, I don't know, let's just say $15 million, free and clear, no taxes, no nothing, just 15 million. Would you, I mean, this is a question for everybody. Would you literally be able to pay all your debts off, buy you 1, 2, or 3 houses, buy you 7, 8 cars, get your property, because people in general get greedy? Would you be able to do everything you want to do in your lifetime with that $15 million? Or would you need to go and get more money? The more people get, the more greedy they get, the more they want. I agree with that. But it's just amazing to me. I mean, I would love, trust and believe, I would love to see families do better. You know, I would love to see, and good Lord, he almost ran the back end, but then he swerved and almost hit this car. I see some crazy stuff when I'm out here. So anyway, that's where I am. It's just, to me, it's just crazy. It's just silly stuff going on. I don't know. I don't know what I always say, I don't know what the answer is. I have no idea what the answer is. Okay. I have zero clue. But I just want to come in and talk about it. I don't have a clear winner, and I guess it all depends on how you see things and how you know who your favorite is. Because I'm sure Trump supporters are like, yeah, rah, Trump did it. He stuck it to the man. And then I'm sure a lot of folks are like, man, Biden held his own against Trump. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, prior to the debate, I didn't think Biden was gonna be able to. That's just me personally. I did not think that he was gonna have his wits. I did not think that he'd be able to remember certain things. Now, of course, he stumbled and bumbled a little bit here and there, but he did a great job, in my opinion. Great job. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but Vice President Biden has like I don't know if it's a speech impediment or something, but it's not that he's not bright. It's just we all do it, but yeah, I think he does it on a bigger scale where he just it's trying to come out, but it's not coming out. And I think a lot of people look at him like that and like, oh, he's an idiot. And even Trump was like, where are you graduating from? And I liked the way Biden came back and responded. He's like, it's not about what I've done. It's not about where I'm coming from. It's about, and then he looked into the camera. He's like, it's about the American people. Biden said he had a snare when he was a kid. Yeah, I mean, I know he's come out and said that. And a lot of times, when people have certain things about themselves that could be embarrassing, a lot of times they won't even come out with that stuff. They just deal with it. I just another thing, I knew that the president going in was going to attack Joe Biden, Vice President Biden. I knew he was going to attack him personally, and I just thought it was a low blow, to start attacking his son. Not the one who's getting the money, and according to what I remember about, I can't remember which one it was, but the one who accepted the money, I want to say he might have gotten $3.5 million. But let me ask you guys this, okay? And I know this is gonna sound crazy. I know a lot of you guys are not gonna agree with it, but if you had an opportunity to earn whatever because of the name of one of your relatives, would you do it? And the answer is yes, hands down, yes. I already knew it would be. Now, what the backlash of that could be, it could be catastrophic, for the name of the person that you use. But you best better believe if something had been done that was either illegal, immoral, unethical, I mean, it might have been unethical, I don't know, but illegal or immoral, then some heads would have rolled by now. Some heads would have definitely rolled. So I don't put too much stock in that either, because that's just learning the Navy, and that's not always what you know; it's always who you know, and that is such a true statement right there. So I just want to come in real quick, talk to you guys about what I saw, how I felt. You guys are not commenting too much, so apparently y'all either agree with me or you disagree with me. Y'all just not saying anything, which is fine. That's cool. So if you are brand new here and you like this content, you like the nonpartisan. Hey, Gene, good morning. Who y'all think won? Joey, I think Trump made himself look like Trump, which is normal. And I think if I had to pick a clear winner last night, and like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not trying to sway anybody. I think Biden won that. If I had to pick a winner, I think he barely won it, but I think he won it. That's just my opinion. Anybody else? I thought it was a draw. Okay, Joey said thought it was a draw. But Joey, if you had to pick a clear-cut winner, who would you say won? And like I said, and I don't care who you guys say. You can say Trump, you can say Biden, you can say Chris Matthews, you can say the American people. Who do you guys think won last night? I think the country at large lost. Now I think that, because other than them getting in each other's faces and punching each other in the face, like on South Park or something. I mean, I was like, wow. So, anyways, what you guys think? Y'all tell me. Joey wants to know who y'all thought won. Joey says it's a draw. Joey, if you had to pick somebody, who was it? Both spoke for their party well. Okay. Kansas Terry said, yeah, that's a great point. Both spoke for their party well. I mean, I thought it was impressive that Joe Biden was like, I am the Democratic Party. I was like, okay. Okay, I am the Democratic Party. I thought that was incredible. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Answer some of these questions in the replay, please. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. And we're going to continue to have a wonderful, awesome, and blessed day. Let me see, y'all. Yeah, I give Biden a slight draw. But Kansas brings a good point. They both suck. I'm going to vote, but I don't really want to either. I don't think it matters. It's going to be contested no matter what, and the real possible outcome would be neither. As president, I missed the chat again. You missed the chat again. Oh my goodness. But you can always go back and watch the replay. All right, guys, we out. Y'all have a blessed day. Sending y'all some love.